So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway.
Everyone, please welcome to the field.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I'm curious to see the winger Anthony Gordon being tasked with doing what he does here, Peter. He's such a good team player. I think he'll be looking to create space in those key areas out wide. He certainly has all the right attributes to do that. The pace, the directness, the work rate. He's got everything he needs.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, important interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's Luis Suarez! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Newcastle are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Murphy. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Trippier. Ball swung. Great chance! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That has certainly made things... Tries a shot! No mistake! And again they hit the front. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's managed to get free. Trippier, big header! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Bruno Guimaraes has got himself a free kick. Botman, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Foot in. Referee has just said play on. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's a good run down the right. Brilliantly cut out. Gordon.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. Tries to pass it through. Ball is over the line. Well, that is one way to stop him. Platini carries the ball down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to play him in. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! About as smooth as it gets. How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
It's a mighty effort! Final touch was poor. Miley. And it's Guimaraes. Now it's Murphy. He's picked his way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cannavaro. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Tevez. Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mateus. Mateus's delivery. Gordon. Now it's Gordon. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Gordon. Can he get onto this? Gordon! Cannavaro. Messi has created one goal already. Now it's Bale. Now it's Tevez.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Jacob Murphy. It's Trippier. Jacob Murphy. And here's Tevez. And it's lofted through here. And there's... It's Luis Suarez! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Really has been an astonishing game. Oh, what has happened here? Played into the box, and that should get the job done. Jacob Murphy. Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Guimaraes. That looks a good ball through, and he's certainly onside here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Guimaraes. He's on it, can he get away? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Tevez. Platini. And it's Tevez. And Mateus. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Could be dead, shot a goal! Yes! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gordon picks it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Gordon.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played down the flank. Now it's Gordon. Cannavaro with a fine tackle. Gerrard. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's Gordon! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gordon proves just a little bit too strong. And the ball is out of play. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Tries to play it through. Bale. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Bruno Guimaraes. He rises! Oh, it's come loose. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Bale. Trippier. And it's Joelinton. Platini takes a shot. Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Punched away. Newcastle are looking to go forward now. Messi goes sliding in. The ball has bounced loose now. He is through here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Platini. Number 11, Bale.
Up he goes!
Messi.
Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Coming on the field, number 24, Lorenzo Insigne. Number 17, Bergkamp. Number 20,
Works it forward.
Deco. Number 10, Edmilson.
And it's Bonucci. Nicely spread. Deco gets into some space. Terrific header! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
Tevez clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Miley. Joelinton. Now Miley. Joelinton. Oh, it's come loose. Bergkamp. Tevez. Can he finish? It's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys. It's Bergkamp! It's a goal! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Great vision. Time added on, 4 minutes. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
It's their second corner of the game. Stojkovic goes short. Chooses to go back, and he's had a hit! Good try, very good try in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a floor.
Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres?
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Corner number 3 coming up. Stojkovic with the short one. There's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Stojkovic plays it short. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! It's hit the upright. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's going to be another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. No way through, so back it comes. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. And now they can spring out of defence. Stankovic. Van Aken.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mateus. And it's Stojkovic. Bale has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
That is ended up in no man's land. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Bale. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Stojkovic. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice crosser. No mistake! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Looking to play him in. Thuram. Hoisted in. Can he stop it going out? Cleared away. Might be danger here. Eto'o! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
34 minutes is number 9, Eto'o.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Great vision. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot could be on. A lot at a shot. Sticks it away. And they are right back within touch. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Aken. He's being urged to shoot. Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Header comes in! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Looking for options for movement. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Stojkovic, spread out to the left. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, that's well spotted. Out to the right. Tries to pass it through. And it's Bonucci. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Eto'o is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Early ball out from the back. Mateus, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Adams, nicely spread. Suarez could try cutting inside here. Keeper's dealt with that. He can get that clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Thinks one through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that should get the job done. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. It's a header! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
The ball has bounced loose now. And back to the keeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. No, that's been intercepted.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Now, can they get him away? And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
The attendance for this
They've got to make this nice and quick.
514.
And here's Bale. Mateus. Adams. Oh, crack. Takes a shot! In he goes again! It's in! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
It's become a case of men against boys. Nicely aimed pass. Van Aken. Great ball, and he's in here. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Chance here to counter. Puyol. And that has been knocked clear. And they're quick to get it back. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. And he's in on goal. Oh, good spread. Adams played out to the left flank. And this is Bale. Bonucci unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Bale. And it's Bonucci. Passing is crisp and sharp. Luis Suarez. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Suarez. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Puyol. Played out towards the right wing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Puyol. Ed Nielsen. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Corner count is rising. That's 6.
Number 8. Coming on the field,
Turns and goes back. Oh, what has happened here? And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Luis Suarez! Really well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 18, Luis Suarez.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Adams, Luis Suarez. And it's hoisted clear. Played into space. That is good alertness. Searching pass he's played there. Cleared without complication. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And the shot! And that's past the post. So that's it, it is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Please report to the staff room.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. Here's a chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Drilled in low. Platini. Serginho tries looking up for options on the left.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Nagy. Lapadula. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's lost his man here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Serginho picks it up out wide. Good read, needed to be. Nagy. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Quarter of an hour played. And he has been fouled there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's managed to get free. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Knocks it out wide. And we have our very first corner. Platini goes short. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And now they can spring out of defence. Nesta, looking for options for movement. Quick look, then plays it in. It's a goal kick. And he's gone looking for safety. That has been cut short. Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass. More and more pressure on the ball here. Just eases him off the ball. Mateu. And he's gone direct here. And they're on! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Number 20.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pirlo. And it's Michel Platini.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow...
Big chance! And it's in! purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Veron receives it in a wide position. Bullish header! Oh, it rattles the bar. Played back in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nagy. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he was quick to react. And the first 45 minutes are up. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Would the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away? Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
That gets things going for the second half. Not the most convincing of passes. Out to the right. Nagy tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Gattuso. Now Platini. Can he spark a counter here? Maldini, distributed tidily, and it's... Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Ah, he's given it away. Terrific header. And he's there to clear it. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
This is their second corner of the game. Takes aim and crosses. It's a goal kick. Nagy. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Gattuso. Serginho has it in. He rises! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Played into the middle. That's really well cleared. So we've reached the hour mark. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nagy. He's had it taken off him. Platini.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nagy. Oh, that's delightful. And he's intervened well there. And it's Lapadula. Stood up well to him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No way through. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Chance! Opts to play it back. And he's quick to snatch it back. Turns and goes back. Nagy. Lapadula. Nagy. Played through into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's well spotted. Mateu. Oh no, he's got that wrong. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they didn't smell the dip.
Van Basten! Nagy plays a sharp little ball here. Serginho does well to get it back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nagy gets a good foot in there. That's an imaginative pass. That's a decent clearance. And here's Baggio. Oh, super. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Nagy. There will be a throw-in. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That's a good ball out wide. Knocks it into space. Platini, he has found the way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. It's gone out for a throw-in. Nagy. Lapadula. Till. And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This fella Morata can be a streaky scorer, but his qualities when played as a target man or leading a counter-attack are top-notch. His strength and his pace on the turn can prove very useful, and he lurks in and around the box in a cunning way. When he's on, he's really on.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Played back in. Can he get it through? Great vision. Paz. He's shifting through the gears here. Pirlo. And that's a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's a good ball out wide. Veron's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Kakare. And this is Morata. And the through ball. Mateus takes control of it and he's on the move. Tries to play it through. Veron. Chance to... Terrific header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Now that's well seen too. Mateus. Cleared away. So it is still 0-0. And he's had it nicked away. Bonucci. That is a great pick out. Alberto Moreno. And they've got rid. They get a throw in. And it's Totti. It's a promising position. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Totti finds himself offside. And he's forced to go back. Kakare. Veron.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kempf. Kakare. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well measured. Paz is flagged offside. Kempf. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Oh, it's Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. And the finish! Veron. He gets big. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's made sure that's not getting through. It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. Turns and goes back. Sajin. Bullish header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see him. And it's been given away.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Totti. It's Totti! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's in a great position here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's out for a goal kick. Alberto Moreno. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Decent chance! And how did he not make it 4?
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Morata. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pass somewhat off target.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in. Picks it, takes a shot! No mistake!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So is this the start of a comeback? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kakare. And that is out of play. And it's Moreno. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. Yep, it's a corner. Look at the space here. Good ball, good take. Quality ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Rijkaard, face to face with the keeper. Kempf. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Moreno. Paz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alberto Moreno receives it in a wide position. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Not the most convincing of passes. He's found a way through, and a chance! It's in! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So now the difference is 3. That pass isn't the best. Kempf. Diego Carlos. And this is Morata. Mateus. Totti. For Veron. Baturina. Maldini. Totti. Gets a good foot in there. Maldini being hunted in packs.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
And he cuts out the supply. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had it taken off him, and he was quick to react. Baturina, well read, nice interception. Rijkaard! And that is great goalkeeping.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
So their fourth corner of the game. Pirlo goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Veron. And Veron! Fantastic from Veron! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It's become a case of men against boys. Alberto Moreno. And here's Rijkaard. Kakare. The final 5 minutes. Distributed tidily. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And here's Maldini. He's on it. Can he get away? Big chance! No, that's just wide. Sergio Roberto. Now it's Morata. There will be 4 extra minutes. Totti. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Baturina. And now the breakaway. And it's Sergio Roberto. Mateus.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's delightful. Oh, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did... So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great. And a shot! And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
Clark. Makalele does well to get it back. Now it's Drogba. Tries a shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Chance! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Darren Fletcher. Tevez. This looks promising. Makaleli. And it's Ferdinand. Rooney. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Darren Fletcher actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's been shifted off it. Darren Fletcher. He's through here. And this is Kagawa. Delivered. Gets his head on it! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A case now of complete control. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Looking for options for movement. Rooney. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And that was very necessary. Makaleli, played into the box. Keeper has taken decisive action. Played it again. Chooses chance for a shot! And that has faded wide.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, they've got it again. Beckham. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's superb. And it's Ferdinand. And the finish! Off the post. They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kagawa. Oh, that's neat. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Kagawa! The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Fletcher! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And they win it back again. And it's Drogba. And this is Tevez. He shifted it to the flank. Kagawa, played in deep, climbs up big! It wasn't a great header in the end. Makaleli. Rooney. Oh, this is a terrific run. He's had a shot! He's scored! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Can he finish? That's really well cleared. Cleared away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So we're just settling back into this second half. Beckham picks it up out wide. And that has been knocked clear. And smartly reclaimed. Kagawa.
This is the time you need that pace.
Kagawa. And he's intervened well there. Ozil. And Clark. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tevez. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well read, nice interception. Out to the left it goes. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Tevez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Under an awful lot of pressure. Oh, super fined.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He rises! Oh, terrific save.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a really well-measured ball. Beckham, cross goes in. It's a mighty effort! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Over to the left. Some resolute defending there. Beckham. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Cleared away.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Ozil. Adams goes sliding in. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now here's the delivery.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, what a... And Tevez! It's anyone. In he goes again. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
"75 minutes played. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, can he get onto this? Taken back almost at once. He's a sharp little ball here. Lofted it. And a chance! Point-blank header! Brought out the best in the keeper. Rooney. No, it's come to nothing. Clark, out to the right. It's a good foot in there. Darren Fletcher. And it's Ferdinand. Kagawa. Deep cross. They want to be quick to recover this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that pass just didn't quite work. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It'll be a throw-in. It's a searching pass. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's managed to get rid.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Weimann. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo of this game.
Yeah, he's the sort of player, isn't he, that the team turns to in tough times.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an awful lot because of his position. Regaining possession, shielding and covering that defence, distributing the ball and carrying it up the pitch at times.
A header! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The goal scorer!
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Tevez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Wolverhampton finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Drogba. Good read, needed to be. It's Kagawa! They've got to be quick to recover this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Beckham. And they've got a throw. And this is Drogba. And this is Tevez. Tevez! Off the post! And here's Kagawa. In by Kagawa. Early ball out from the back. Look at the space here. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's Drogba! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Johnston claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Makalele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Beckham. Played into the middle. It's gone for a throw-in. And that's a throw-in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ferdinand gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. He's found a way through. Looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, what a ball! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Rooney. Now it's Drogba. Drogba proves just a little bit too strong. Beckham. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Makalele. Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Makalele tries to thread one through. Kagawa. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's come loose. Bullish header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well, that's an excellent interception. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Opts to play. Kagawa! No, he's missed it. Stones. Half-time getting close now. And it's Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... It's Drogba! It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Everyone, please welcome.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
That gets things going for the second half. Beckham. Drogba. And here's Tevez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Drogba tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Fletcher was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Kagawa. He's making a real surge on the left. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's crossed. Oh, what a climb! And he's spooned it over the bar.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that has put paid to that. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an...
And the shot! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against ball. And he shoots! It's a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well measured. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Beckham. And it's Drogba. Now it's Rooney. He might be in here! And that is expertly dealt with. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Tevez. Kagawa. He gets big! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And the return pass. Fletcher does well to get it back. Can he get it through? What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Now it's Beckham. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has ended up in no man's land. Rooney is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a fine interception. And this is Tevez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Tevez, in with the challenge.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pinches it off him. Rooney. That's a cute ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Makalele spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Coming on the field,
Not the most convincing of passes.
Number 30, number 2.
Doherty. And he's been shifted off it. And the shot! Sticks it away! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 7.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ferdinand. Now it's Tevez. And this is Drogba. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. It is a corner, good chance.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Now it's Beckham. Ball swung in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. No, that's been intercepted. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas.